Hello, and welcome to episode 27 of the Comedian's Tea Party with Deaves. This episode, I have the absolutely wonderful guest of Rich Wilson. He was probably the first person that I asked to come on this podcast as a guest, and it has taken a while to, he's a busy guy. Well, I'm a busy guy. I know I'm a busy guy, but Rich Wilson is a busy guy. So it took a pandemic for us to find some time to record together, but we did, and it's an absolutely brilliant chat. Had a really, really lovely time, so hope you also enjoy it. Now, if you don't know who Rich Wilson is, he is just an absolutely incredible comedian. He's been around for ages, and it shows in his comedy. He's hilarious. If you haven't seen him, go and check him out whenever you can, which obviously is difficult at the moment because there's a pandemic on. But whenever you get the chance, go and see him. Go and follow him on all of the on the socials. He posts stuff that he does occasionally, and it's all brilliant. So yeah, it's worth listening to. He also hosts the absolutely incredible Insane in the Men Brain and Insane in the Fem Brain podcasts, the links to which I will put on the description, and I'll give you those at the end as well. But yeah, they're both really incredible, and to be honest, quite important. They're great. They're just really delving into the minds of comedians and just people in general. It's all comedians, people that work in comedy, and they all discuss their feelings. So, but no, it discusses a lot of really incredible stuff that is good for a lot of people to listen to. So go and check it out because it's really, really good work. Now, I will apologise. I've been away for a few weeks, and when I say away, I mean I got made redundant from my job, so I picked up a temp job, and it is terrible, but the temp job is keeping me busy, very, very busy. I've been very tired, so I've not had a chance to record any more episodes or edit any episodes, so I'm a bit slow getting them out. So catching up with myself now, we're getting there. This is coming out now. You're hearing it. You're welcome, and there'll be more coming out soon. I've been in contact with some very exciting guests, so fingers crossed that will be happening soon. But otherwise, even if they're not that exciting, I've got some other incredible guests lined up. Even if they are boring, none of them are boring. It's fine. I jest. So this episode, it's just a really fun episode. It's just really good. It's like we have a bit of discussion about some more serious things later on. We basically discuss how we can save the world and the importance of living simply. Also, one of my favourite moments from this episode is worth listening in to find out how Rich Wilson is actually known as a bit of a duck vigilante, as a superhero in the duck world. And so it's a fun bit of chat. We drink some nice teas. He has one from Pucker Tea, and I have the last Tea Pigs tea that I haven't had yet, and both were delicious. Now, in case you're offended by such a thing, I will warn you, there's some swearing in this. There's some swearing in all podcasts, so if you've got this far and you've not heard it, fair play. But there's a little bit of swearing, so just so you know. I won't keep you any longer. This is a brilliant episode. You're going to have a really good time listening, as much as I did recording it and editing it back. So, enjoy. See you at the end. Hello.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Have you finished all your ablutions?
Yes, I have. Yeah, it was necessary, and it's for the best that we waited to start this before it happened.
You've had quite a morning.
Oh, I've been all over the place. I mean, not far. I've not travelled. I've just stayed in my house, but I've had a hell of a morning. Yeah.
How was this sounding? All right.
Yes, it sounds really good.
Excellent.
Yeah, I started recording just as you were calling me, so
okay.
I like to get the sound of the Skype call in.
Nice, man.
How are you doing, man?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm okay. I've got a gig this weekend, so I'm happy. Although I'm looking out the window now and it's absolutely crapping it down.
Is it raining there?
Yeah.
Ah.
Where are you? Where are you? You're along the coast from here, aren't you? I'm in Leon-sea.
Yeah, I'm in Shoebury.
Yeah, and it's pissing it down here.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's not started here. But,
It's on its way.
it's yeah. Well, the weather has said that it's due to, and I'm aware of what the weather is going to be doing because I'm going to a barbecue in a bit.
Oh yeah. Oh well, this is why this is doing this then.
Yeah. It's Matt Adlington's fault.
Yeah, good old Matt.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, man. Yeah, cool. It's been a weird couple of weeks, but yeah.
Well, yeah, you lost your job, and then
yeah,
is that in the last couple of weeks?
yeah. So not. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing temp work now. Is that what you're doing?
Yes. Yeah. Working in a warehouse, fixing spas.
Spas.
Yeah.
Oh, spas, as in like the
hot tub.
Foot spa. Oh, hot tub.
Yeah.
I thought you were just fixing foot spas. I'm like, all right.
No, I mean I'm sure it'd be just as interesting.
Is there a lot of work? Is there a lot of hot tub repair needed?
Oh yeah. So all the ones that come through are the ones that people buy in Lidl. So yeah, they break every 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, if you're going to pay £29 for a hot tub, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Not that I'm a hot tub expert in any way, shape, or form.
No, absolutely. But I think there are certain conclusions that could be drawn. So
I think so. I think so. Yeah. Go to a proper hot tub vendor.
Absolutely.
Which I do believe there's one on the A217. So get yourself along.
do you mean the A127?
127. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not from here, so I get the numbers wrong.
You've been here long enough, Rich.
I've been in my house for 4 months.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, forgotten what roads look like, let alone what they're called.
Yeah. Petrol, I don't even know what you're talking about.
No, well, there's a petrol station. There's an Asda next to my house, and there's a petrol
you're
station
there.
So, yeah.
I know exactly where you are. So do you live on that estate over the back?
Well, yeah, one of them. Like it's, I'm in a cul-de-sac, so it's sort of off of the rough bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Off of the rough bit in Shoebury. Isn't that the sea?
No, there's
the Shoebury people.
There's a pocket of There's half of Shoebury is really really nice.
The garrison bit.
Yeah,
nice.
Well, that bit's nice. Yeah, there's that little sort of the blob in the middle. That's.
All right. Is that what it's called? The blob.
Yeah, that's what I've started calling it.
We call it fuck Shoebury because it's where you fall asleep on the train and you end up there. You go,
yeah. Last stop. I mean, it's fine for me. That's all right.
Oh.
I think my light just went out.
Yeah, it did. Oh.
Fine. I'll move this one.
You got a ring light as well.
Yeah. Can you see it in my glasses?
Yeah. I'm very lucky because I live with TV's Jade Adams, so we have all that equipment. Yes. So it makes me look really professional.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, technically, I could use. I've got a window here. I could use natural light, but
you just turn it all around.
Yeah, there's not a desk there, so
maybe put your desk there.
Yeah, well, this is where my fiance works during the week, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you're engaged.
Yeah.
Ah, congratulations!
Yeah, thank you very much.
Have you set a day? Or is it like an open-ended?
Yeah, no, it's the next year.
Well, there you go. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man.
There you are.
Yeah.
That's all right. First time?
Yeah.
You have to ask that now.
Yeah. No, I'm young. No, I suppose it's because I'm still fairly young, but.
So yeah, you're only what, you late 20s, early 30s?
Oh, thank you very much. No, I'm 35. Well, no, I'm not. I'm 35 on Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing whatever you're doing. It must be all the tea.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's saving me. Maybe it's some dark, I know. Is that better? Don't know.
There he is.
Yeah. Right. I mean, I'll cut that out. That'll.
It's all right. Keep it in. People quite like it.
Yeah. For the listeners, I moved my ring light.
And it's made all the difference to everyone listening.
Absolutely. Yeah. I look my absolute best now. So.
You do. You look positively radiant.
You're welcome. Right, I have got an official intro, and I will do it.
Okay.
All this is staying in. It always does.
Oh no, make sure it does.
Yeah.
This is what my favourite podcasts have this sort of, ramshackle. As we just sort of fall into it.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that this is your favourite podcast?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's going on the artwork.
Take it, run with it. I don't know if it will help, but yeah.
Right. Let's.
Okay.
Okay. Hello and welcome to episode 27 of the Comedians Tea Party with Deaves. With me, Deaves, and this week my guest is Rich Wilson.
Hello.
Hello.
Here we are. Nice to be here. We finally got it together.
Finally, yeah. We've been trying to book this for longer than I've been doing a podcast, I think.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It was like, even before you had the idea, it was like, I'm going to do a podcast probably. Would you be a guest?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was years ago, it feels. Yeah. Trouble is, because I live with another creative, Jade Adams, and so it's difficult to. There's only sort of one space we can work in.
Yeah.
Then if one of you is doing something, the other one has to pipe down.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And as I say, she's television's Jade Adams. She's very busy.
Yes, so, absolutely. Yeah, because we were scheduled for the other day, and she was doing something for the BBC.
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah.
So, there we are. I'm not complaining because we get all this really nifty gear to play with. That's
nice.
So there we are. So what's this? Tea? We're doing tea.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not specifically like we drink tea, but it's not. Okay. We'll chat about anything.
Lovely. Have you got yourself a cup of tea?
I have. Yeah. I've been sent and given like loads of tea, and I've still got a few that I've not tried yet. I've got a couple of loose leaf teas that have been given by various guests. Nice. This is the last one that I haven't tried yet. And this is from Tea Pigs. It's their Clean and Green Detox Tea.
Oh, lovely. There you go. Love a tea pig.
Yeah. They sent me loads. They sent me a massive box full.
That's excellent. I'm fascinated with the actual bag. I love the...
Oh, it's amazing, yeah.
It's because obviously tea bags since forever have been like that sort of papery thing. But these Tea Pig bags...
Yeah.
Like from outer space. Love it.
Yeah. Oh, they're great. They're they call them their, I think... tea temples, which is a little bit pretentious.
Yeah, that's a bit. Can we swear on this?
Yeah, I'll say whatever the you want.
That's pretty wanky.
Yes, it is pretty wanky. Yeah,
but no offense to Tea Big, we love your work.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, please keep sending me tea because
we love your work.
I've nearly run out. I actually emailed them again and said, "Oh, can you send me some of those cold brew teas for some summer episodes?" And I had nothing. So
mate, well, they feel they've done their bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, do you know what? Right, because they're not paying me. They have sent me stuff, which is very kind, but they're not paying me. So fuck their tea.
There you go. You've just pissed in your own tea. Well done.
No, thank you guys. It's lovely.
Yeah, no offense to Tea Pigs. We are just joshing.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, this one, it's got lemongrass, ginger, green tea, licorice root, coconut pieces, dandelion leaves, lemon peel, natural flavourings, marigold flower petals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Made of rubber.
Yeah. It's good for washing up.
There you go. And I like the way it's just natural flavours. It could be bin bags. It could be.
Yeah. I had one the other day that it said like 20% like one ingredient, 20% another ingredient, 60% natural flavourings, or like other, or something like that. Like that is the majority of the tea. I think you're missing a big chunk of what's included there.
Yeah. That big space where there should be some words that tell us exactly what you're putting in your tea.
Yeah.
Bits of lava lamp and old biscuits from under the sofa.
Some asbestos.
That's where they put it all.
Yeah.
We can't burn it and we can't put it in the sea. Right, I'll tell you what, we'll put it in tea. Get rid of it all. Excellent.
Yeah. Well, it tastes nice.
I'm drinking pucker tea, elderberry and echinacea.
Oh, lovely! Sounds nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
I do love a cup of tea. My favourite thing is when we used to have gigs. I'd get to the
I had a gig last night, mate. What are you talking about?
Smashed it, mate. Well done. I got one tomorrow.
Yeah, same gig.
Yeah, when it was more, it is, isn't it? Yeah. When it was more regular, my favourite thing was to get to the station a little early. I'd get myself a nice cup of tea and a biscuit, and be all ready for my train journey.
Lovely.
I actually love doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds great. I mean, I drive to 95% of my gigs, so.
Oh, you do, don't you? Yeah, because I remember. We've gigged. I remember you telling me didn't you have to drive to like something ridiculous, like Newcastle or something?
Yeah.
That day.
Yeah, not the same day.
Was it not?
No, well, no, I drove there and back in the same day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is what you meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then yes.
The same day. Not the same day. Yeah, in the same day.
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely in the same day. Yeah, that was horrible.
I've done that a couple of times, and I forgot which way I was going.
Oh.
Kind of I was so tired, I couldn't remember if I'd been or I was going. It just had a moment.
Yeah.
Then hang on a minute, I better pull over. And
were you on a roundabout for like?
Just going round and round and round.
Yeah.
And then I hit a duck.
Oh no!
I was bombing along. I was going out, and the sun was coming up, and I was bombing along. And this duck came out of the central reservation, and there was no way I could have stopped.
Oh man!
So I popped out, and then it looked like that, and I just heard its head hit the bottom of my car, and I was so upset.
Yeah.
That poor duck. I hope it didn't have family with it.
No, I'm sure it was. Actually, I read the newspaper article relating to that event, and apparently that duck was a murderer. So.
Oh, there you go. He's an absolute bastard.
Yeah.
That's why he was sneaking around at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. or whatever it was.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Central reservation of the A1.
Yeah, just buried some bodies. Yeah.
Oh, he had it coming then.
Yeah, absolutely. You were actually congratulated. I can't believe you didn't read the article. It was,
I don't. Well, this is the thing. I don't Google my own name, so I don't know. I don't know what goes on, mate.
Yeah.
You know. Well, that's good then. I killed a murderous duck. Lovely.
I hit a deer last year.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. In the face. No.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. It was. I was driving back from. It was from a holiday actually. I was driving back from Cornwall and decided to stop off at not Cheddar Gorge. What's the caves?
Wookie Hole.
Yeah. I went to Wookie Hole.
Yeah.
And driving through the country roads to get there, a deer sort of ran alongside me, and I looked at it, and I was like, "All right," and I slowed down, and then it went back the other way, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I went to carry on, and then it started back across.
Oh, no.
But like I was driving quite slow, and I slammed my brakes on, and so I clipped it, and it just got up and looked at me and ran off, and I was like, "All right, I think it's all right." It looks fine.
I was to say, because I've seen cars that have hit deers.
Yeah.
And you're not driving them after.
No, it's all right. Yeah, I had a little bit of its hair sort of stuck behind the bumper.
Oh,
but...
nice. It's like you're like a really shit hunter, like an ethical hunter.
Yeah.
So in your house, instead of heads, you've probably got like just strands of hair clipped to bits of wood.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was at Wookie Hole. That was or just these bits of animal. Yeah.
Well, if anything, I'm a more effective hunter because quite often people will hunt for the sake of sort of warding off other people, and I get to do that, and like I'll take a bit of hair or whatever and just say, tell your friends what I did. They'll never come for me.
You're just slowly chipping away. I'm going to go back and get some more hair.
Yeah. Eventually, I'll make a deer from like a collage. Those pictures are made up of pictures of other people.
Yeah.
One of those.
All different animal hair.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll make a Gruffalo.
So I do like a cup of tea. I don't mind a cup of coffee, but tea's where it's at.
Yes. Oh yeah, you're more of a tea guy. Cool, that's good because I keep getting people on and then saying like, "Oh, what's your favourite tea?" And they're like, "Well, I like coffee, Rick." So fuck you.
I don't. Jade's really good at. She's a connoisseur, and so she makes really decent coffee. So I love that. Nice. And we've got these cups without handles on.
Oh.
Yeah. Everyone's doing it now.
Yeah.
The way that they're made is that you can hold them still with this red hot fluid in them. They're brilliant. Okay. Yeah, they look really cool. Very, very hipster.
What, are they like particularly thick or?
They're very thick. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool, nice.
So there we are. So that's the future. Cups without handles.
Yeah, no, it's not. That's the past. That's what that is.
Oh yeah, well maybe that's it. We're going back. We're going backwards.
Yeah. Oh, we're definitely regressing. There's no doubt
Yeah,
about that. Yeah.
we've got this horrible plague going on at the moment.
Yeah.
We now cups without handles. Soon, because we all lost our jobs, we'll be ploughing our own fields, and we'll have to go back to the barter system.
Yeah.
Earn your dinner.
But the problem is we're going to have to build a lot of castles because there's a lot more jesters around now than there used to be.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We'll have our own castles with us as our own jesters.
Yeah.
Prancing about. Yeah. It's a funny one. In the last few months, I was talking to someone the other day, and I just said I haven't referred to myself as a comedian in ages.
Oh, really?
It just doesn't. I'm like, well, I'm not gigging, and don't get me wrong, the Zoom gigs are great, but they're very few and far between.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I am at the minute. I'm just flapping in the breeze.
I mean, you don't have to be a stand-up comedian to be a comedian.
That's very true, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm just overthinking it. I need to chill out.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you have too much time to yourself.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you start thinking.
Yeah, I don't need to be thinking.
You start making sensible. Oh shit! I got overexcited. Sensible decisions is what I was trying to say.
And that's something that comedians aren't known for, is it? Sensible decisions.
No, and I've seen it happen, and generally not a good idea.
It's ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't do it. I urge everybody not to be sensible. Don't be sensible.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Get a lot more fun things done when you're not being sensible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So where did you meet your missus?
It's done a dating app.
Which one? What are we talking?
Bumble.
Oh, the one. Oh, the women are in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to give you access.
Yeah, that's it.
Ah, there we are. Obviously, and you were charming enough to gain the keys.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a handsome fellow, you know.
Well, a handsome fellow.
No, yeah, I smile well in photos.
It's the best thing. Well done. If you could pull that off, I always look. I don't know. I don't like.
Oh, you're a handsome man.
Oh, thanks, man. But I don't. It's funny, isn't it? I don't. Thank you, but I don't feel that. I don't see that. I just see this. I don't know. This big fat sausage.
Oh, mate, no, you're a beautiful man.
Bless you.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Thank you very much. My darling girlfriend is on the sofa, rolling her eyes.
Yes, fair enough.
Oh, yeah. I'm not. No, why are you hiding behind a cushion? Okay.
Is it me?
Yeah. That's what she's doing. Normally she's chipping in, but she must be busy.
Yeah.
There she is. What are you doing? Hey, this is not good for the listeners. This is dead air.
It's great podcasting, man. It's all staying in. It's
all yeah, I love it. Like I said to you before, my favourite podcasts are the ones that they don't really follow a sort of particular pattern. They just kind of happen.
Oh, that's very much what this is.
Yeah, I like that.
Quite often we'll start conversation, and because I edit these as well, and I'll go back through and I'll listen to the conversations and think, oh yeah, that never had an end. Just started talking about like shoes or something.
Yeah, I'm really good at like someone will ask a question, and I'll start to answer it, and then I'll wander off and start talking about something else. I forget what the initial question was. I was telling a story the other day, and suddenly I was talking about something, and I literally went, I don't know where this is going. and it was me. Pardon me. It was me telling the story.
Yeah.
So I just burped. So I apologise.
Oh, that's all right. It's all staying in. It's good content.
It's great content, mate.
Yeah.
Well done. Do you always have a specialist tea? Always?
No. I drink a lot of sort of standard tea. Now I talk about this on every episode. My go-to tea is Smugglers Brew.
Okay.
Which is a Cornish tea.
Okay.
And can only really be purchased in the southwest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't know if Jade's familiar with it.
I'll ask her. Jade, are you familiar with Smugglers Brew tea from the West Country? Shaking her head there. No,
it's really good. Basically, it tastes like Yorkshire tea, but like a little bit more floral, but like not particularly floral. It's just there's just a little sort of bit of fruity to it, and it's delicious.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah, it's really nice. My other half bought me 1,100 tea bags because you can't get it around here. So she bought me one of those catering bags, like it's massive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So at some point I'll drop some around here.
That'd be lovely. Thank you very much. I'd like that very much. You must piss a lot.
Yeah.
Tea.
Yeah, too much, if anything.
It's a diuretic, isn't it? So
Yeah. No, I don't drink too much. Like sort of maximum 4 cups in a day.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think it's like with coffee. I can have 1 or 2, but if I have 3, I'm suicidal.
Yeah, just bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, my favourite place is Bar Italia in Soho.
Oh, okay.
And I was in there one day, and I was just with a mate, and we were sat chatting and laughing and drinking coffee, and I went up to get another coffee, and the guy behind the counter went, "You've had 4 already." And yeah, actually, you're probably right. Yeah,
man,
yeah.
I mean, there's being cut off in a bar, and there's being cut off in a coffee house.
Bar Italia, it's the Italian place, and it's very strong coffee. So they're very responsible, and he's just like, "You have had 4 already." So
that's good.
That was it. So good on him.
Nice. There's a tea that Abigail Shimon.
Oh yeah.
She came on and she was talking about this tea that like you can only get in America. It's from Celestial Seasonings, and I think it's Morning Thunder is the name of it.
Oh yeah.
It's got a picture of a bison on the front of it, and the bison looks fucking livid. Like there's like steam coming out of his nostrils, and he's sort of staring down the lens of the camera. It's a painting, but
as I say, if it's a photo, he's been packed and he's not happy.
Yeah. So she went on a trip, like climbing a mountain to scatter her dad's ashes, and was that what it was, or just went up there? In name of her dad, I don't know. I'll look it up and I'll edit in the right version of that.
All of a sudden, there'd just be this gap, and then it'd be she went up the mountain for blah 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 blah, and then it'd be back to this. Yeah.
It'll be good. I'll leave it all in. It's fine. No, she went up this mountain, but like while she's in America, she picked up some of this tea and brought it back for me. And when she gave it to me, she said, "Don't have more than 1 in a day, and don't have it after 1 p.m. because you won't sleep."
Wow, what's in it?
Mate. I looked that up. It's just black tea and mate, whatever that is, energizing mate.
Potent.
Yeah. It's and I had it on a podcast with Kieran Boyd.
Yeah.
And like he had it, and like he sort of he's quite energized, but he drinks coffee. I don't drink coffee anyway, so I'm not used to that sort of level of caffeine. And I had it, and I started shaking. I went like I changed colour, like I was sweaty. It was horrible. Yeah.
Oh, I need to try this. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I'll give you a bag of that as well.
Yes, please. What a time to be alive.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's excellent. So you're not one for your so you're not one for your sort of like speedy things. You like to keep things on the down low.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be you don't like to get too excited.
No, I'm pretty laid back.
Yeah. I've got that feeling. Yeah.
I like I like a bit of natural adrenaline.
Like when we did that gig, what was it, the Sausage Insider Festival?
Yeah. I was trying to remember that guy's name the other day. The one audience member who stuck around.
Oh,
was it Wen?
It was Wen.
Yeah.
His name was Wen. And he was the only guy the woman that came backstage as we were stood back there, and she looked around the curtain and went, "You should be fucking ashamed of yourself."
Oh man. There's a video of that still exists somewhere.
Oh God. I know I videoed Justin Panks.
Yeah.
As I was going on. And then Wen is at the back going, "I want comedy." We're like, "Well, come to the front." It was just him in a massive tent at the back.
Yeah.
Someone asked me the other day, "What's one of the weirdest gigs you've had?" And that one.
Yeah.
That one. We didn't even get paid, did we?
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't.
I imagine you would have.
Yeah, I seem to remember I didn't.
Oh. Yeah, no, I definitely got paid.
Ah, well done. Well done, you.
I made sure of it. It's not booked me since, but... It's not true, actually, yes, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, I had a weird gig last night. It was absolutely magical, but have you seen the news today?
No.
No, so there was a stabbing in Chalkwell Park. which is
what? Really?
yeah, which is over the road from the venue.
Oh shit!
And so there's a police chopper over the top of the gig for like 2 hours.
Oh, that's what that was. Because I was up the road with some friends.
Yeah.
Right. Oh shit.
Yeah. It made it weird.
Yeah, it would do. Not connected to the gig, no.
No. Well, someone started throwing water balloons as well.
Oh,
like into the gig from sort of
over the top.
Yeah, from a car park, like just coming from sort of fences over because we're doing it outside, obviously.
Yeah.
But that ended at some point, and then
someone got stabbed.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but it's not pleasant.
Maybe they water bombed the wrong person.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Oh God! I look forward to that then.
Yeah, well, that's it. Shouldn't happen again, really.
Statistically, no.
Yeah,
it'd be pretty fucked if there was another stabbing in the same place.
Yeah, it's unlikely for anything that weird to happen again. You would think.
You hope so.
Yeah.
Fast forward to Monday when the newspapers Rich Wilson stabbed in Shortwell Park. Yeah. Well, find out, won't we? Well, yes. But the gig was nice.
Oh, it's lovely. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, it's first time because I've not been doing Zoom gigs. I've been doing like sort of a few panel shows and recording loads of podcasts and chatting to people. But yeah, I've not been doing Zoom gigs because I couldn't bring myself to do it. It's weird, isn't it?
There's been some good ones where there's actual audience, you can hear them.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been I've got my head around it now, and I don't wait for the laughs. I just keep talking.
Yeah.
And then because it's as you know, when you're doing comedy, there's a certain way of doing it that you land the punchline and then you leave a gap subconsciously. You're not you're It's just how it goes, just the rhythm of it, and then there's a laugh, and then you move on to your next bit. So I've managed to train myself not to leave the gap.
Right. Okay.
Just keep going.
So it just becomes like a funny stream of conscious.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And hopefully people dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it, really.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, there's been some other stuff like when the lockdown first happened. There was Jade and myself and another comedian, Paul Sweeney, who's also our barber.
Yeah.
And we were very proactive. Jade's really good at. I've been practicing that for years. Like really good at doing online stuff, and sort of we went along with it. It was really good. Really good.
Oh, cool.
So, very lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very funny woman.
She is. She's very funny.
Yeah.
She's all quiet today, weirdly.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, obviously, I've seen like a few sort of live things that you've done, and Jade often features.
Yeah. That's it. We've started to heckle each other and just appearing in the corner of each other's screens.
Yeah.
Nice. She's off now. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, like I almost don't believe that she's there.
Yeah, she's she's been dead ages.
That's no. I was going to say something, and I was like, "That's horrible." Can't say that.
No, you can say what you want.
I was going to say that's who was stabbed in the park, but that's not.
Nah,
that's too soon. That's rough.
And anyone listening, and hopefully everyone's all right.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I've just had my first sip of this tea, and it is delicious.
Yeah. You got merch as well. You got your own cup.
Yeah. Well, my fiance had that made for me. It's the comedians tea party with Deaves.
There you go. That's lovely.
But yeah, it's great. It's really nice. She made me got two made for me, so that like when I record in person with people, we've each got one. But
great idea, mate. It's all about the merch.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm gonna get some of those made eventually. But sell them. Try and make some kind of income. Which I don't know how many people need mugs, but I'll get some.
My advice to you is don't slag off your sponsor.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. They've already cut me off.
Yeah. They'll come round and get the rest of the bags back off you.
Yeah. And they'll take all my other tea bags as well.
Yeah. You're not allowed to have tea.
Yeah.
It's squash. You have to have squash.
Fair enough. I deserve it.
Nice.
Yeah. So, what have you been up to other than Zoom gigs?
My podcast mainly.
Yeah.
We've just been doing that. Insane in the Membrane. We also doing a spin-off at the minute called Insane in the Fembrane.
And that started during lockdown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've said this. Anyone listening, they've heard me say this before. We were talking. Jade and I were talking one night, and then she said, "You know what? You don't actually know as much about women as you think." I'm like, "Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I've had. I wouldn't be the man I am without the women that have been in my life, and blah blah blah."
Yeah.
She said, "Yeah, you don't know. You don't really know." And so it was like, well, it was like, all right, then, right. Well, let's go and speak to them, and so we got a lot of strong, confident, powerful women, and just asked them like, what does it feel like to be a woman, and the things that you have to go through as a woman. And it's been really enlightening. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I not nervous, but I am. Yeah. You sort of when you meet people that are confident and they get their shit done, and it's quite intimidating.
Yeah.
Because I was born in the 70s, so I've got all this old school, old fashioned bullshit that's been pumped into me about what the roles of men and women and all that shit.
Yeah.
But not. I mean, I'm not this horrible chauvinistic pig. But talking to strong, confident women is quite daunting because.
Yeah. Well, you live with one.
Yeah, exactly. And she takes no shit.
Yeah.
No shit. So gives loads, takes none.
That's the best way.
Yeah. Well, I've learnt a lot, and I think that's what men need to do. We need to ask more questions.
Absolutely.
And that's what I've been doing.
That's very much the thing. Is we're like sort of all kinds of movements of things that have been happening, sort of any kind of social change or whatever. I think there's often been. So I always describe the way I see some people argue things, where they'll turn around and sort of, if you say something that's wrong, someone will just shout you down and they'll shout like, "You're wrong."
Yeah.
But I've always said, like, if you're playing cricket, right, and you're catching a cricket ball, you don't just stick your arms out like that and catch a cricket ball, because you'll break your hands. You catch it and you take it softly. So you go, you're wrong, but here's why.
Exactly.
And so there's a really good sort of vibe of people saying, "Listen, you're wrong, but I'll educate you," rather than just going, "You're wrong, you're a prick." Because if someone turns around, like even if the person that has said it knows that they're wrong, I think a lot of people are just sort of very stubborn. So if somebody says you're wrong, then you're going to go, "No, I'm not. F you," and you're just going to double down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There needs to be. I see this again. This comes up all the time, but you see it it's mainly on Twitter. Twitter seems to be it's just people just shouting at each other.
Yeah.
No one's talking about anything. You're like with the trans movement, and people are scared to ask questions because it seems that anything, if you ask any question, you seem to be just shot down and like, "Oh, you're being transphobic." No, I don't understand. I want to know more. So I want you to educate me and tell me things, and that's it's not because I'm transphobic. It's just I want to know.
Yeah, it's just that you don't understand.
Exactly, and it's that, and people aren't willing to do that. They just want. It seems sometimes people would rather be offended and annoyed rather than being helpful.
Yeah.
And so I think, ask more questions. Don't be scared to ask questions. And I say that as someone I'm fundamentally quite shy.
Yeah.
So for me to be asking questions is quite an undertaking.
Yeah.
But now I've started doing it, I feel more confident. I think people can tell that my intent is good.
Yeah.
I'm not out to offend, and I'm not out to upset. I'm just curious, and I want to know. I'm like, all right, then cool. If you're telling me that's right, tell me why it's right.
Yeah.
And that's not just with the trans thing. That's with everything across the board. So, I'm talking about like what it feels like to be a woman, and what it actually feels like to have that invisible clock that feels like it's ticking down, and you've got these voices telling you you've got to have kids, you've got to have kids, you run out of time. I don't know what that feels like.
No.
And so so I've had that conversation, and it was very interesting.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. Men have their own shit to deal with, but it seems to be that women have more. Of course, they have more to fucking deal with, and they have to deal with men.
Yeah.
You know, so it's been very enlightening. I've really enjoyed it. You know.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool, man.
Yeah, it's good. It's been good. We got and also and with membrane as well. That's because like people say, well, it's not really about mental health. I go, it is. It's people telling their stories, and then people will take from that what they will.
Yeah.
But the main thing that people take from that is that they realise that they're not alone. They've had, you know, whatever weird thoughts and feelings that you've experienced, the majority of people have felt the same.
Absolutely.
And by hearing people tell their story, makes you feel better, so improves your mental health, and that's the angle. That's where I'm coming from. So,
Yeah. That's really cool, man. Like that is, I think that's just it's massively important for people's mental health. Just to even if you can't express things yourself, you know, if you can't vocalize what you're thinking, sometimes if you hear someone else say something and you go, oh, I do that, then
exactly.
it's just it feels nice. Even if you can't say to that person, I feel the same thing. Like, you know, you know, and if that person has, it's nice to hear that like something that you've said has resonated with someone, but even just saying it out loud, you know that it probably has, and so like it's cathartic to say it, and it's lovely to get feedback from that. But if you don't, you still know that someone out there is going, I'm going through the same thing. Absolutely, yeah. So
and it's like it's been just like I'm just honest about things I've done, things that have happened, and I get messages all the time from people going, oh yeah, I'm like that, you know, I was a bit like that, and that's happened to me, and it's I because I've had counselling and still having counselling now, and I think realizing that you're actually you have more in common with everybody else than you thought. You're not alone in a lot of things, and it's like you say, I don't need that immediate feedback because I know what I'm saying resonates with a lot of people. That admitting that you've been a bit of a twat in relationships, you know, it felt like you say there was a catharsis to that, and then people go, oh yeah, I've been a bit shitty as well, and you go, but you can't change that. But now you
can learn from it.
You can learn from it, and if that's not who you want to be, change it. Just don't be that person. Figure out why you are that person, and then go from there. And I had this conversation the other day. I was talking to someone, and I said the biggest thing to me, the biggest change for me was admitting that it was my fault, that I was the one in the wrong, which is fucking hard to do.
Yeah, it really is.
You don't want to be seen as the bad guy. You want to be seen as a top bloke and a lovely fella and a legend and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
But if enough people are turning around and going, you're a bit of a prick, mate. At the end of the day, if enough people tell you that, you go, actually, there must be something in this because a lot of people are telling me I'm a prick.
Yeah.
So why is that? And then you have a look and you go, actually, I've been a prick.
Yeah.
Right. I don't want people to call me a prick anymore. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop being a prick.
Yeah.
And that's where this comes from. So and that's what that's all about. So
that's it. And that's I think for men quite often in general, like because there's always that pressure put on men to be sort of manly and like, you know, sort of like fight or argue or sort of for your point or whatever, like kind of you know, like just man up as they so often say. Like, even when you know you're being a bit of a prick, again, there's a sort of stubbornness to it because you're going, but I've learnt to be a geezer. Like, this is what I'm being a man. Do you know what I mean? And it's hard to then go, oh, I need to change.
Yeah.
So it's quite cool. I've seen.
Cool.
No, sorry. I was going to say I've seen like a change in a lot of people's attitudes over the recent years, and it's just it is really cool.
But like you say, that being told you need to man up, and I mean, there's an element of, you know, you have to take responsibility, and you can't just sitting around and wallowing in misery isn't going to do anybody any favors. But that you don't have to man up.
No,
you just have to. That needs to change, but you have to find a strength from somewhere to kind of try and pull yourself up.
Absolutely.
That's it. Or if you can't do it, try and speak to someone that try and speak to a mate, probably what you'll find if you turn around to a mate, and because like you and I will see each other and we go, "How you doing?" You go, "Yeah, good." And they go, "How are you?" "Yeah, good." But if you actually turn around and go, "But how are you really feeling? Are you all right?"
Yeah.
You'll probably be surprised at the answer. People go, "Actually, I'm struggling a little bit at the minute," and that's not you following. That's just you opening up and allowing, because then they probably turn around and go, "Do you know what? I'm the same.
Yeah.
I feel the same." And then you can kind of find strength in each other and bring each other up.
Absolutely. Like I've had a few of those conversations.
Yeah. Men definitely need to open up and have those chats. It isn't in quotes, it's not gay, and it isn't you're not being a woman and all the other shitty terms that get flung your way. Show any kind of weakness. It's being a human, and being a human is weird. It's fucking weird. And we're told to live this certain way, live by, like, society goes, this is the framework for which you have to live in to be a perfect human being. But we're not perfect human beings. We're animals at the end of the day, and we don't fit into these things. We need to acknowledge the fact that we're more fucking weird than we realise.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense that we're here. There's no reason that we're here. Is there a God? Isn't there? None of it makes any sense. So let's start talking to each other and covering this weirdness, this weird carnival. That is life.
That's it. Well, I mean, I often find myself thinking, like, why are we the ones that, like, we feel like we need to change the world and like progress and sort of create new technology and stuff like that, which is incredible. And I don't want to take any of it for granted because it's amazing. And what an amazing thing that we have developed into beings that can create such things. Like, it's absolutely amazing. But why, like a question, why are we the only ones who seem to be doing that on Earth when, there's no other creatures are doing any sort of similar things? Like, a lot of them are evolving and adapting and sort of learning to build homes in different ways and all that sort of thing. But, why are humans the ones that go, "Oh, I know how to make bricks," or like, "I know how to make a telephone," or, like, it's weird, isn't it?
We're trying to be top of the tree. That's what it is. I think we're trying to, we are human beings. We are the top of the list top of the tree when it comes to predators. Yeah. We rule the world, and we're always trying to be more powerful. It's always about power and now this technology and shit like that is all about the money. Now money's been invented and people want more money and more power and it's starting to eat itself. We don't need any more than we have. It doesn't need to be now. And now we're like, we fuck this planet. Now we're reaching out and trying to go, all right, well, maybe we'll go to Mars now. Now we're going to go and infect that. And it's like, just enjoy this bit. We have more than enough for everybody. Why aren't we focusing on that? Why has it got to be like the top 1% have got to be, the most powerful and have the most money and the most of everything? And it's absolutely. Like chill the fuck out, mate. Life's very brief. Yeah. And you're like Jeff Bezos he's got more money. I mean, what's he gonna do with it? It's not even money anymore. It's just numbers on a screen. Yeah. Like what's it's literally so he could turn around and go, "I am the richest person in the world." Yeah. What does that achieve? What the fuck does that matter? Yeah. It doesn't matter. You don't need to be that. You should be just happy that you're here and go, "Fuck, this is amazing." Absolutely. Yeah. Just do enough to get stuff that you want and be happy and live without the stress of sort of struggling, which a lot of people do. And even if he gave away like 1% of his wealth, he'd solve so many issues. But it wouldn't even make a dent. No, he wouldn't even notice it. It's like you forgetting you've left a tenner in a jacket. Yeah. It doesn't. It's ridiculous, and there are people out there that struggle with this beautiful thing called life, and and we should be able to reach out and help them. And there are some people that just don't want it and they don't want help, but there must be a way that we can build an environment for them to exist as well. Yeah. Because there's some people just angry or they've fucked themselves up with drink or drugs or whatever they've done, or they've had a shit life and it's sent them over the edge. And we still must be able to create an environment for those people to exist.
Yeah.
Rather than just expecting them to just walk into the sea.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
just let them off just to wander around being homeless, and hopefully one day they'll die. This should be something we should be able to do, but everyone's just these people in power are more worried about having the most money. Their legacy seems to be worried about as well, like what you leave behind, how people will remember you.
Yeah.
Like, well, who gives a fuck about that?
Yeah.
You're not going to be here. What, you're going to? Hopefully there'll be a statue of you in a few years' time, and then they'll realise what a prick you were, and they'll pull it down. It's just, we're focusing on the wrong stuff.
Yeah,
and I'm one of those people. I get caught up in it.
Oh, well, that's the thing. It's easy to.
Yeah,
and like it's
not perfect.
Anything to do with sort of national pride or whatever. Like it's when it's fun. And like at the Olympics, you're watching that and you're going, "Oh, come on, Britain, yeah, you want to win." But like, it's just I think when you forget that sort of you're supporting your country or whatever, if you just watch the feat that people have achieved doing those sports, because they are incredible athletes and they're absolutely like fascinating to watch. Because the fact that they've managed to get their bodies to do the things that they're doing is beyond incredible. Like, that's such an amazing thing. But you're sitting there going, "Oh, you're a piece of shit because you're not British." What is that?
Yeah. We should be celebrating these incredible people that have worked really hard to get where they are. It's like this has been well documented. Like people that couldn't even kick a football are the ones screaming at the telly.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to see you. I'd like to see you run around for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
You can't even go to the fridge without getting out of breath. There you go. But I wish. Yeah, I worry about human beings. I just wish they'd chill out a bit.
Yeah.
Chill the fuck out. Have a cup of tea.
Yeah. Exactly.
Have a cup of tea. Chill out.
And that's why I started this podcast.
Yeah, it's a great podcast. I've actually got to slide off. I've got to drive Jade into London. So
right.
I have to go, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
I've very much enjoyed this.
Yeah. It's been lovely, man.
Yeah, it's been lovely, mate.
It's been good to see you, as it is.
It's been lovely. You see, this is me. We slag off technology, but this wouldn't have happened.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah.
So there is that. I just don't think we don't need any more. We have enough.
No, yeah, we're doing all right. Well, that's like, because so many like sort of fights and arguments and wars start from going, "But I've created this bit of technology better than you." It's like the arguments, because I play quite a lot of PlayStation. And and you get the arguments between people going, "No, PlayStation's better. No, Xbox is better. PlayStation, Xbox. Oh, you're a prick. You like Xbox." Like, "Oh, actually, I play PC, so I'm better than all." Like, what? It's like you're playing games, mate. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like, nothing that you're doing is important. Just enjoy yourself.
Exactly. They're supposed to be for entertainment purposes, but we bring it down to fucking fighting.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gone old school. I dug out my old Xbox 360.
Nice.
Hipster gaming.
I mean, when you said old school, I thought you were going to say you pulled out like a SNES.
Wow. Well, battleships, not even the electronic ones, just graph paper.
Yeah. I've actually whittled dominoes.
Do you know what? The way things are going, we might have to.
Yeah. I'll be up for it. I like dominoes.
I like dominoes. I tell you what, that's actually quite interesting. There's us talking about it. Might have to go back to the barter system. We'll have to whittling dominoes and we'll have to be up with the sun and go to bed when the sun goes down. It's gonna be fucking weird.
The difference is, rather than whittling dominoes out of like with wood and knives, like people would have once upon a time, we'll be doing it with a Dremel.
Oh yeah. I look forward to it. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Right, I'm going to have to slide off. This has been great, though, Si.
Yeah, it's been good. Thanks for coming on, man.
No, it's my pleasure. And I just want to say, anyone listening, can you? I'm on Instagram and Twitter. I am Rich Wilson, and my podcast is called Insane in the Membrane and Insane in the Fembrane. Please jump up and have a listen. I'd love to have you on board.
Absolutely, and
Lovely.
Yeah, no, I can't think of anything I was going to say. Good.
Enjoy your barbecue. Give my love to Matt.
I really will. Yeah. Well, yeah. There's gonna be a few comedians there, so
I will say hello to them.
I will. I'll send you love around.
Please
And,
do.
Yeah.
Please.
Say hello to Jade and.
I will.
I mean, I've not asked. I don't know if that is the issue, but if she'd like to come on this, that would be amazing.
I shall ask her.
Yeah,
I shall ask her. Not a problem.
If she says no, then I'll cut this bit of the conversation out.
She's a coffee person, so it might be tricky.
No, that's fine. She can drink. No, she has to drink tea. That's.
Well, you tell her because I'm not. Lovely. Cheers.
All right, cool. Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Have a good day, mate. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. So that was Rich Wilson. Absolutely incredible. I think you will agree. You can check him out. He's on many platforms. Just Google him. You'll find him. He's everywhere. He's won awards and all sorts. But he is on Instagram at I am Rich Wilson. You can also go and follow at Membrain Podcast and at Fembrain Podcast, both of which brilliant podcasts. Don't forget, as ever, to go and follow and like and subscribe and like all of the things. Go and like the posts on Instagram for this podcast. It is at Tea Party Pod. That is the letter Tea Party Pod. Get in touch. Hey, do you know what? It is very hot right now and I'm drinking a tea and it is not cooling me down. Now, regular listener Chris Lowe got in touch the other day and he told me that he had just drunk a tea to cool himself down and he found it very refreshing, and I think he's absolutely insane. Seriously, if you drink tea to cool down, get in touch and let me know. Likewise, if you think it's mental, also get in touch and let me know, because I think it's insane. But there you go. Maybe let's start a Twitter poll, shall we? That could work. That could be a thing. So that's me for now. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. This will be out in the morning, although that means nothing to you because the morning when you hear this will be now. So it's out. It's out now. You're hearing it now. It's hot. I'm going to bed. I hope you've had a good time. I'll get more out to you soon. They won't be weekly anymore. That's what we're looking at. Probably every 2 weeks. Hopefully, maybe longer. They'll come out when they come out. Just listen, enjoy. There's a lot of other good podcasts to listen to in the meantime, such as Rich Wilson's Membrain and Fembrain. They're both brilliant. Until I see you again, drink tea, love each other, although not too close because, pandemic. Be good. I love you. Thanks. Bye.